Welcome back, YouTube. So no chart today, just me. I wanted to address one of the most common questions that I get here as of like the last few weeks, and that's if I'm worried about Dogecoin. And I wanted to explain the reasons why I'm not worried about Dogecoin and why I think there's so much concern floating around the market right now. First and foremost, most people, including myself, jumped into Dogecoin early last year, around Q1 or Q2. Probably a lot more people in Q2. I was fortunate enough to get in Q1. And the truth of the matter is where we are now. There's a couple of reasons why I'm not worried about Dogecoin, but the truth of the matter is where we are now. None of us in this coin that got in last year has experienced a full cycle. We experienced a bull run and a consolidation period, not a bear market or a crypto winter or any of the other norms that happen in the market. What you saw was a consolidation, which is completely normal. Dogecoin consolidated with the market, and it also consolidated in the ranges that were healthy compared to the previous coins that have went through consolidations. I made a video speaking on this last year before Elon Musk went on to SNL, speaking on the correction ranges that can happen in the crypto market. And I know it wasn't popular to make that video then, because not just Dogecoin, but the crypto market was in the middle of just literally going to the moon. Like that was literally just a rocket ship. And I know it wasn't positive to make that kind of video, so I didn't expect a lot of people to see it or pay attention to it for that matter. Nonetheless, I made the video and I continued to talk about it over like the last few months, and just saying that, okay, this is completely normal. Crypto consolidates 50 to 80%, sometimes even in the extreme range of closer to 90%. Dogecoin did just this. It came down and we showed consistent support at many levels, mostly around like 24.8, 16, 14, which is right around that 80%. Well, I believe it was like 14.8. And then I was able to give the numbers saying that, okay, on the extreme side, we can expect something closer to 12 cents, which we did hit, and we got a bounce. I haven't given the numbers for if we were to break down past that, if it was just because of some like major like macro event, or the fact that we went into like a bear market or recession and we're able to break those and go down a little further. I gave those numbers as well. But as far as for the range that Dogecoin was supposed to consolidate in, it did. The places where Dogecoin was supposed to get bounces or show support, it did. Dogecoin in itself has done nothing to make me feel alarmed or afraid of it. If it did, I'd make a video on it. So I'm not just going to blindly make videos or just put things out there. If Doge did something like abnormal, like if it just, when we were on this consolidation, if Doge would have just went from 16 cents and blew past 12 cents and went down to like 6 cents without even hesitating at any of those previous support ranges or historic support ranges, that would be alarming for me. And I would have said so. But Doge did exactly what it was supposed to do. There are several things that a coin needs to survive and I think have longevity in the market, which is why I believe a lot of these coins that popped up after Dogecoin's success, trying to pretty much capitalize off of the crypto market with no actual real purpose. That's why I believe a lot of them are not going to exist long term. You do need adoption for survival in the just longevity in the market. You're also going to need vision, leadership. You're going to need community, and you're going to need utility as well. And you have to be, even if you don't come out of the gate, I don't believe any crypto really comes out of the gate with like mass utility or something like that. It has to be like gradually adopted and build a community around it. And typically that's where you get your utility from. And I believe Dogecoin is working in all of those areas. And I believe that, next month we have a great catalyst coming up with AMC. And I think that that's going to be really, really an important mile marker for getting utility with this coin, and also having it separated from a business venture of Elon. I think this is going to be great for getting adoption into different businesses. Once we show support there and success, and hopefully put up some record numbers, I think this is going to attract new businesses to be more open to taking advantage of doing partnerships with Dogecoin and the community, especially if we really show up and show out like I know that we can. So I'm excited for that for Dogecoin. I think that's going to be one of the important mile markers that we're going to have going forward, and that we can really use to gauge the health of the coin and the support of the community. I'm aware that after the initial slowdown in the market, the consolidation, the inevitable sell-off in the market, I'm aware that a lot of people moved currencies around. People have shiny object syndromes. Last year, we have the highest amount of retail investors, new retail investors at that, in the market in the history of the stock market. Robinhood became the #1 app in the App Store. That's over games, over any app. Robinhood was #1 in downloads. So now we have a bunch of people who are inexperienced and have never experienced cycles, who don't know much about markets, who typically get most of their info from Reddit, Facebook groups, and YouTube. So I know that when you have something that goes through like a cycle, or something that goes through first, and you have like a consolidation in it, that's going to be unattractive to somebody who's new, who's afraid, and who doesn't know what they're doing. So you're going to have this shiny object syndrome where you bounce around from different coins because it has 5 zeros in it, and you can get like 20 billion of them for $1. And you're going to have the illusion that, okay, well, if this is going to do this is going to do what has been done before, and I'm going to make, I'm going to become a millionaire or make a lot of money off of a very little amount of money. And for some, that will work out, and for most, it won't. And that's just the nature of the beast. But what I want to say to everyone here in this video is that a lot of these coins are created just for the specific purpose of generating revenue based off of the hype that we saw last year. A lot of these coins 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now are not going to exist. And some of you may be okay with that. Some of you may say, hey, I'm taking the risk to try and generate revenue in the short term. I don't care about the coin long term. That's fine. And invest like that is the case, though. Don't let YouTube or devs or these groups, Twitter polls, all that kind of stuff like that pump you up to suck you into these coins so that you can be over leveraged, and it puts you in a position that you're vulnerable and you get taken advantage of, or just get rug pulled. Rug pulls are coming right and left now. And this is why I know that we're going to get regulations soon here in the market for more reasons than one. But I do believe that with the amount of BS that's going on in the market, we do need regulations. After the hype of the crypto market and some of the regulations start taking effect, I do believe that we're going to see a purge kind of happen in the market. And we're going to see some of the coins that have been around for a while, they're going to just pretty much reestablish that dominance in the market, because the other ones are popping up right and left. But historically, if you invest in like the top 10, especially the top 5, that's really regarded as like the S&P 500 of the crypto market. That's where most of the gains happen. And that's also going to limit your downside if you are investing in some of the ones that are further down. When it comes to Dogecoin is no different than any of the other coins that are further along and have been through a few cycles after they gained the traction of a community and started building and expanding to be accepted into their respective avenues and purposes. So I think that Dogecoin, especially that technically we're like a year into it having a mass community and building out this plan and pretty much getting it integrated, I think that it is really premature to say something is dead or it's not moving or just really anything really. I think that it's really premature when we have records stating that 65% of all crypto holders own some Dogecoin. When you have a coin that is responsible for the massive growth in the crypto market sector, and you have the majority of crypto holders holding some Dogecoin, this puts Dogecoin in the perfect placement to become a dominating force in the crypto market. If you're confused about cycles or where liquidity goes and stuff like that, or how to DCA, I have videos and all that on my channel that explains cycles and where the money flows, also how to properly DCA. I have all those videos on my channel. But I think that it's very important that you decide what kind of investor that you're going to be, and also learn these cycles so that you're not being taken advantage of, and look for the characteristics of the coins that I named earlier in the video. If you're short term, that's fine, but understand the risk that you are taking when you invest in a coin that is new and doesn't have a real purpose yet. especially if you're in a situation where the coin comes out and the devs own 80% or 90% of the coins. You're going to have to be really careful. There's going to be a time, I mean, maybe 10 years, 15 years from now, and it's going to be a catastrophic amount of money that was wiped out from people literally playing the lotto with these cryptocurrencies. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to make this video really long. I just wanted to let you know that I am not concerned. Dogecoin has not done anything to make me raise an eyebrow or anything, or to cause panic. And the second it does, I will make a video on it. You guys know I'm not going to pump FUD or hype or BS. So I'm just going to tell you exactly what I think and exactly what I'm doing. As always, like the video, subscribe if you want to hear more from me. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And until next time.